Alright, hello everybody. This is a deck that we are going to modify, and usually I'm entering a battle first and then showing you stuff, but in this case I thought it would be good for deck building examples if I could go ahead and explain my reasoning. This was originally created from a deck that beat me, and it beat me pretty interestingly, I thought. It used Meticulous Excavation and Wandering Emperor to just sort of use the Excavation's ability to return the permanent to its owner's hand, so it kept bringing up the Planeswalker, making samurais when it brought it down, and then just rinsing and repeating until I had an army at my back. Or actually attacking my front. Anyway, what we want to do, I didn't like this deck. I didn't have a lot of success with it. The type of opponents that I ended up against, they are just, almost everybody beat me. So after the recording, I tried a couple more times, and I did win a couple times, but I was having, like, the game was crashing and stuff like that, so I didn't really record the wins. But it didn't really matter when I won or not. The deck didn't play well. It was long and plotting and boring for me, and I didn't like it. So I'm going to get rid of some stuff, and I'm going to change it up. We're going to have only one Clockwork Drawbridge. We'll get rid of two of those. We'll get rid of these Broker's Initiates. And we need some more stuff because I always wanted to do... Let's see, where is it? There it is, Meticulous Excavation. We're going back to 4 copies of it. I wanted to make a deck with this because it reminded me of Blinking in a way. You know, I like Blinking, so I wanted to see what I could make of it. So let's go back. Although in the deck that... the original configuration that this was in, 4 was too many. It kept popping up too many times. But if we rely on it more and build around it better, I'm looking at things that we can do that have, when something enters into the battlefield, that we can do. And so I'm going to do 1 Military Discipline. I'm going to do a couple of Ambitious Farmhands. I'm going to do an Intrepid Adversary, Circle of Confinement. Let's see, what else? Oh, the dog. I wanted the dog because we didn't have enough creatures. And see, we're only up to 9 right now, so I want to get rid of some of this other stuff. And the question is, what do I get rid of? I'm not getting rid of my 4 board wipes because there's just too much out there, and it's too fast, and depending on what the card draw is for me on my turn, I can't guarantee that I'm going to have the resources that I need, but if those board wipes come up, they can give me time to get other things in place. So we're keeping the board wipes. We're keeping the 1 Welcoming Vampire. Touch the Spirit Realm was the one thing that already had an Enter the Battlefield effect that we're going to keep. Takeshi's Welcome is also okay to keep in Siege Veteran. Let's see. We'll get rid of a couple of Destroy Evils. We'll get rid of Cathar Commando. We'll get rid of a couple of Banishing Slashes. And that gives us room for just 1 more. And what do I want that to be? I think I'm okay with going ahead and getting something like this. If the 4 spells that I just got rid of are things that could get rid of things like artifacts and enchantments. So if I have a Lauren and I can bring her up and down with Meticulous Excavation, then I don't need 4 different spells. I just need her with Excavation out, and then I can rinse and repeat. And the question is, did I want to put out anybody that was bigger? A really good big spell. Now let's keep it like this for now. That's a good start. And I'm still at 22 lands. We look at we're still at 9 creatures technically, and our average mana cost is 2.5, so it crept up a little bit. I'm not sure that I have enough creatures yet, but the fact that we have a couple of farmhands and a couple of dogs instead of a bunch of 0-3 and 0-4 creatures means that if I get stuff down early, I can at least go over and ping them a little bit. Plus the dogs and the farmhands help us cycle through the deck a little bit, and they help us with our money And when I say money, I mean mana. I mean getting lands out. Because mana in this game is money. Oh wait, I need to change the name of the deck. We're going to save this as under a different deck list. So I guess I might still... I don't know if I'll keep this in the series of decks that beat me or not, because it's really something different now. It's really just me building a deck around Meticulous Excavation, which was something that I've been wanting to do anyway. And what the hell happened to the server? How hard is this? See what we have to put up with? Wow. My pants are going to go out of style. Okay, so this is going to be a deeper excavation. We'll keep the same cover sleeve. Alright, let's try this now and see if it's at least more fun to play. It's still a relatively cheap deck, and it's easy on cheap decks that you burn through your hand too quickly, and then you just end up there flooding out with land. And I didn't increase my land holdings, so we're still at 22 lands only. They did something to the land algorithm, didn't they? I'm starting with 2 and I'm drawing 2 in a row. Does that stay because it was on the stack? It does, so I should have deleted the enchantment earlier. Okay, fine. He doesn't attack with the pack leader. It's kind of weird. Why wouldn't you attack with a pack leader? You just had it. It's not like I have... White doesn't have a lot of what you would call haste creatures. I mean, technically you could be hasty, but... What are you gonna do? Are you gonna destroy my guy? Let's get rid of you now. Let's force the issue. Predictable. Let's see what else you got. You got Tpull, okay?
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. This is what you get for hurting my people. Show them how we greet our enemies.
The werewolf duck doesn't have much in the way of hasty stuff. And man, am I glad I have the board wipe. Because that could have been a game ender right there.
Let your blade do the talking.
That can go away. That's way too pesky.
We've got the edge in this fight.
This is going a lot quicker. It's much more exciting. I feel like I got... Let's see, is that an artifact creature? Are you going to destroy my 0/3? You're going to destroy my bridge? How dare you? What is wrong with these people?
I have got new moves to teach you.
I mean, you could have waited till it was night and been a 3/3 and destroyed it when you attacked. Oh, not again. Not again. Okay, here, let's do this.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
You don't normally see 2 Everbrook caretakers in a werewolf deck. Hopefully that's the last one. I'm kind of running out of ways to get rid of that.
Remember your training.
Let's do this. I don't have any way to get into my graveyard.
We've got the edge in this fight.
And they don't have any flyers. At least not the standard werewolf deck. They did have 2 Everbrook caretakers, so maybe they've got other stuff. Okay, there's 3.
I would run if I were you.
Is that all you got? Unusual.
Show them how
They didn't want to wait and
greet
draw
our
and see if they had
enemies.
2 of those. They could have combined them. Maybe taken out the vampire. Nope. Alright. We're looking good. For anybody who's watching us for the first time, just in case you don't know, I should always make sure to do this probably closer up front. But this is Travis. You're at Tpull's Corner. I always got to remember this might be somebody's first video, so I should introduce myself and be the proper host. And tell you we're glad you're here. Hit the like button, stick around, hit the subscribe button, so next time we do something, you can see it. You at least know it's there. And for those of you who weren't with us last time, the last video was me using this combination, which isn't showing up just yet, but at least the Wandering Emperor is showing up this time. Yesterday, like, the Wandering Emperor just was very shy, and I'd get so many copies of the 1-drop enchantment, Meticulous Excavation, and then Wandering Emperor would just be nowhere in sight. Raven Man! Raven Man is gone. Reckoning Bank Buster. Reckoner Bank Buster. Let's do this.
Anyone who harms my people, guards, to me.
Second color is revealed. Lightning Strike. Okay.
Try not to miss me.
We only have 22 lands, so I always feel good when we can get those out. Let's go ahead and... This may be a little premature, but this will keep him from getting 2 more draws. So let's see if he has something worse. I mean, we do have Destroy Evil for the bigger creatures. So I'm mainly thinking about Shieldred, sorry. What do we want to do? Let's go ahead and get rid of the 1/1. They get to reset. And we're back to hitting them in the face. What's the red mana for? Besides the Lightning Strike. 2 of those in a row. And he sees I've got all reactionary cards. If he's got an enchantment, he'll want to get rid of the Destroy Evil. If he's got a lot more creatures, he'd want to get rid of by invitation only. And we're starting to flood out. We actually have more. We've only got 22 lands out of 24, and he's matching us, but we're equal on land draw. Which, this is a strange deck, because... Did they change the algorithm? I should be having a tougher time than this.
Those who get in my way tend to redrop it.
If they can afford to get rid of stuff, no, they got a planeswalker and we don't. So maybe I should have kept hold of more of my stuff.
You won't be outsmarting me.
No, how long has he been holding on to children? Yeah, I'm not sure what we could have done. 2 Invoke Despairs, a Planeswalker, and Shieldred. And we can do this. I think that was our 3rd board wipe. But they've got a card draw advantage, and I don't.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
It's not looking too good, Sports. There's the second one. I think that's pretty much it. I'm not sure if I've actually seen Liliana use her ultimate this whole time. Alright, well, we can get rid of that. I don't think you have anything that can prevent that. But that's only one threat. They got 2 different threats left. And we're dead. And you see, we're still kind of flooding out. We're getting a lot of lands.
Tough choice.
I mean, that's 8 lands and 10 spells. Oh, they chose the piles. I can choose to keep pile number 1. They're just having fun now. But I got to see the got to see it in action. They kill me with Bankbuster. There you go. All right. Yeah, I mean, all they had was the 1 lightning strike, 1 or 2 lightning strike. Is that all that they have in the red? I don't know. I'm used to seeing just mono black with that. All right. Let's go for another round. Maybe I need some lifelink or life gain in here somewhere. I do have Intrepid Adversary for that. That's only 1 card. Alright, we finally got one of our 1-drops. We only have 4 copies in the deck. Gee whiz. Oh, I forgot to change out Broker's Hideout. Alright. That's not a mistake. It gains us life. Gets us land. Thins out the deck from land. We don't need a lot of land for the most part. We do need, to get the combo going, we do need, let me do 2 of these now, I guess. We do need 7 mana eventually, but it's not hard to get to 7. And we've got enough things in here that can handle creatures. We should be able to survive to 7 lands. After that, I mean, anything after that is great. We can use it. I can find a way to use 11 mana. Easy. Get rid of you. But against mono red, sometimes all they need is 2 and 3 lands and they're set. And 5 lands to 3. I'm assuming they can destroy Intrepid Adversary. How much do they know about Meticulous Excavation? Not enough. Made him waste a spell, and I got a card draw out of it. That's nice. I get the sense this is not a card that's used a lot. It's uncommon, too. It's interesting because it's in Brothers War, they had to have special rules on it to handle cards with Unearth, and so they make sure that since they're referencing Unearth, they go ahead and explain the Unearth stuff, even though the card itself does not have Unearth. Okay, what do we want to do here? Mana value 3 or less. Yeah, let's do that. We'll put out a permanent. If we want to do something to something else later other than Simian Sling, but still, like, mana value 3 or less is our limit. But we could bring this back up with the Excavation as well. And we could maybe trade a 3-3, you know, tapping down and exiling a 3-3 instead of a 1-1. That's all we're going to do. I do need more mana before I'm willing to put all these other things down. Ah, good. That's why we keep Lay Down Arms. I do like Lay Down Arms as a good removal card, for especially in this meta with things like Phoenix Chick. Because Phoenix Chick can come back from the graveyard. But Phoenix Chick cannot come back from exile. Ta-da! And now we got the regular combo. Do you have 4 of those?
You started this fight,
Come on.
but I'm going to end it.
You can try something, but I still got flash, so I get to do something. What are you gonna do? I'm just gonna pump it up. Because I don't think you've got a 4 damage spell.
Strike fast and strike hard.
They've got something.
Keep watch for intruders.
This is why I kept Tokasia's welcome. If we get Wandering Emperor down every time we create this, we can do something. In the meantime, you can go away. And you can come back up. They might have a lightning strike they want to use. In which case I would lose the Planeswalker. It's taking longer because we're making them think. There you go, they've got a Braid, it was only good against creatures. Okay, fine. It's still 26-13, but you have not won this entire time. You're still not winning. Ooh, look at that. Destroy the other enchantment. They might have more braids. They probably have 4 braids. If they don't have removal really quick, Siege Veteran's going to scale way too much for them and they'll just scoop. There comes a certain point when you're against this kind of deck, they can't handle.
You know what's
creatures
happened
get
to
too
all
big.
my enemies? They're toast. Taught them everything they know.
So what do we want to do? Oh. I didn't want to do that. It's alright. Hand slipped. They're going to chump block because they want to save Jaya. And they have to think again.
Get out there and blaze a path.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide. May your blades
Perfect.
strike true. Remember your training.
Are you going to chump block both of those? Come on. Come on. There we go.
Oh, well, aren't you precocious?
Now, move the target. This is not necessary, really. We've got everything else well in hand. Although it does have flash, so this could be fun. That's, oh, it's just a 3/3 by himself. Sometimes I feel sorry for Mono Red. It's, you know, this far into the game. The only reason they still have any
Taught
steam
them
at all
everything
is
they
Planeswalker.
know.
And they just don't know. All they know is to turn sideways and attack. So was that worth it? That was kind of weird. Go get a plains and draw a card. Oh, that's lovely. I don't even need to bring her back up anymore.
I hope you're ready to lose. We've got the edge in this fight.
This is usually when they start to scoop. Yeah, it does no good to block, right? You're going to lose that creature no matter what. You're going to lose the Planeswalker no matter what.
So much for peaceful negotiations.
And he knows I've got that Intrepid Adversary too, but he's top decking. And you can't top deck something that's good against 3 creatures and a Planeswalker. Not in mono red, anyway. Not with only 5 mana. And really, no matter what he does, we're just set. It's just hopeless. Auto pay, auto pay, auto pay. And counter on you, I guess. Stop 8 of the points of damage.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I've already got 2 meticulous excavations down, and mono red can't do anything against enchantments. So it's just, it is what it is, I guess, is what they say. You can't help but feel sorry for him a little bit. Who do you hit, me, or do you hit the Wandering Emperor? And do you scoop as soon as you make this hit? Or do you let me have a return hit? Yeah. You don't let me get 30 points of damage in, do you? No, you don't. Oh, we're using ambitious farmhand. We get an ambitious farmhand. All right. I think I'll go ahead and keep this within the series of decks that beat me, just because it's an immediate sequel to the reason that I made the initial deck was because of a deck that beat me. But I think that may have been a fluke. I think if I went up against the original deck configuration again, I would do well. And I'm actually going to keep this Broker's Hideout in there anyway, because it thins out the deck. Right, I've got 22 lands instead of 24. I don't need all 22 lands. This kind of gets 2 lands out of the way for 1 life point. So I like the life gain, as small as it is. And since it's a specialty card, the Wizards has the algorithm, so if you've got specialty cards, they tend to show up earlier rather than later. So you can go away. And yeah, we can come down now. We don't really care what their life total is. We're in it for the long haul. Thin out the deck again. Get us closer to that 7 land goal that we want so that we can do our combo with the enchantment and the Wandering Emperor. And then we have to put up with those things. Hey, look who we got. In this deck, Virus Beetle isn't good for anything more than being a chump blocker. Oh, you're going to keep it after all. Okay. Gross. Why are you so gross? Now they fuck. Because Shielder didn't work out. Oh.
I'm not overconfident. We must protect the people.
Might have waited to do that originally, but
Keep watch for intruders.
I have 2 of them, so I don't care.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. Show them how we greet our enemies.
Do you have an Invoked Despair? Virus Beetle. You can have my other one. Not too shabby.
Guards, to me!
This is where it could get fun. Oh, they have corrupt.
I guess that's it then.
Okay, we bring out the dog. Draw a card. Get the land. Bring the dog back up. Bring you down. Attack. That way if they have Invoke Despair. The third Shieldred already? That's kind of not fair. That's only 17 cards and you got to a third Shieldred. I mean, really? I have to draw to find an answer to him. Oh, never mind, there's an answer. I need my card draw, so taking them back. I want to go find the third Wandering Emperor in here. It's going to take a while, possibly. If you get the fourth Shieldred, I am so going to cry foul. Like that, 2 card draws at once. And now we don't mind drawing more land or flooding out because we've got all this stuff. All this stuff we can do. Oh, you got land too. I'm so sorry. Because that one's going away. This time we go and attack. Then we bring the dog back up. We'll go ahead and bring down the drawbridge too. Bring the dog down again for yet another card draw. And we like seeing the land because we know we're going to get more cards in the next turn. Our little doggy, combined with the excavation, has been keeping... he kills my dog! It's a 1/1 dog! What did it do to you? Oh. Okay, so... that's too powerful to activate the Welcoming Vampire. So it's not worth bringing anybody else back up now. So the extra card draw has gone away. And that's kind of why we put the Welcoming Vampire out instead of Intrepid Adversary. Now, however, we have nothing else to do, so... out of pay. Oh, and he scoops! Aww. We were even on life. This is so much better than last night. This is such a better deck configuration. I kept the one thing I liked about it, the combination with the Wandering Emperor and the Expedition. And a touch of Spirit Enchantment. So we kept 2 cards for sure that we liked in the original deck. Everything else was kind of up for grabs. Having the board wipes gives us a little variety and a definite way to deal with 3 Shieldreds within the first 13 cards. Or was it, no, 17 cards, including the lands. Wandering Emperor is showing up a lot more than it did yesterday. I don't know why. Against a green deck, we will definitely put down Siege Veteran as soon as we can. Absolutely. We end up facing so many branches of Besiege when we go up against green. We're going to need big creatures. Although, now that he has whiteout, we know he might have removal. I guess we'll go ahead and do that. I don't want to take out the Restoration of the Ganjo. I want to keep the Destroy Evil for Branches of Besieger. Or if they exile this card, we'll get it back. And look, they already managed to get ahead of us on land. Sweet. Can I activate this? Yeah, I can activate it as an instant. Life gain, suckers! It's good to be me. This is all we're seeing of the deck. We got one Celebrity Fencer and Restoration of a Ganjo. Was this supposed to be a white-green Selesnya deck? You don't normally see this in there. They are getting a lot of lands. Let's pile on the life gain. It's 9 points of damage. And we've got Wandering Emperor in case they have a trick. We've actually got Destroy Evil if they have a trick. So Gaia's Blessing is not gonna matter. Yeah, that's not gonna matter. Destroy target enchantment. Why not do this now?
You started this fight.
Let's get some more life gain.
But I'm going to strike fast and strike hard.
And if they have a regular board wipe, then we've already got Wandering Emperor there to make some more tokens. They got a decent amount of land. What else you got? Why are you looking at... What in the world? You doing that just to get a little 1/1? Okay. Guess it doesn't hurt you, so to speak. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do one to you.
Remember
attack.
your training.
Pump up you. Most people want to get rid of the Siege Veteran so the Siege Veteran will stop pumping up everybody else. But if I pump up the other creature exclusively, eventually they'll have no choice but to see that as a bigger threat, and I still get to keep my Siege Veteran and pump up other creatures still. So it's a little tactic we do with Siege Veteran and others. Look at you! Use some stuff! Pass to blockers. Block and kill you. My turn. Oh, we're looking good. Next.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
I'm not afraid of you. What are you gonna do? She's got first strike. You gonna chump block? Enchant block. Okay. We'll take it. A wandering emperor yourself. Okay.
I hope you're ready to lose. You are not much of a roadblock. Big mistake.
What do we want to do? I feel like we want to do this.
We've got the edge in this fight.
We block with this one. Okay. In that case, everybody else goes away. We get a dog. That's good.
I'm never done for good. May your blade strike true.
Killed my dog. And I don't have meticulous excavation still.
Let your blade do the talking.
This is not the normal deck. It's got some stuff. It's got some other stuff too. Two Gala Greeters in a row. They do not like the Wandering Emperor, do they? I really need one of my spells that get rid of artifacts. Come on. Alright, you've done everything you can. Pass to blockers, finally.
Watch out. I never give up.
Barbarazing is going to be the death of... Oh, come on. I've only got 9 lands to their 7, and I've only got 22 lands.
Strike fast and strike hard.
They're going to flood me with a horde of 1/1s now. Cute. Perfect. Do you have enough triggers? Okay, we're going to bring this down now.
Fine.
We're going to keep this one.
I'm home.
I guess we have to resolve all that other stuff. Come on. We're going to give this guy another +1 so he can block
We've got
that
the
guy and
edge
get rid
in
of
this
him.
fight.
You take 9 points of damage. And another land. Exile this guy so he doesn't get any more treasures.
You're done.
We still can't attack. And now I need a board wipe. We've only used Vanquish the Horde, so we've got 3 more board wipes in here. But 2 rabble rousings. If I don't get a board wipe now, it's pretty much over. Just attack with everybody. What does it matter? You're going to get replacements, right? Yeah. Hello. Play your card. This was not fair. All I did was draw lands. That's almost half my lands in the top 20 cards of my deck. And all we can do is block one of these creatures right now. So we're dead next turn.
Much to learn.
Come on, your turn's over. You could sacrifice that to get rid of the military discipline. That's the only thing else you can do. Come on. I want to see if I get a board wipe. Okay. Oh, it took you forever to decide to do that. That is not a board wipe. We're done. So 10 lands to their 8. And we only have 22 lands. We are still flooding out like crazy. So the only thing I can think of to do, come on, is to actually put an extra one in terms of Broker's Hideout. And we'll go back down to 19 planes. We'll get the specialty lands up front. Alright, I'm still having fun with the deck. I don't like the fact that we go down to 22. You know what? Maybe I should do that for the rest of my decks then, because I've been 24 forever, and about every 3rd or 4th round, I will be frozen out of land, and I'll get either no land for 4 or 5 turns, I'll be stuck with 2, or maybe I'll get 4 for the entire match, and my opponent will get 8 or 9. But if I knew I could get this many lands by only having 22 in the deck, I would do that with every deck. This is kind of risky because he probably has removal, especially if he's mono red. But if he doesn't, we do get a nice little increase to our health up front, which might help us survive long enough to get everything else going. Look at that. Occasion's welcome. Bingo. Now, is that point difference going to be enough to make a difference in the game? Our opponent is Liquid Thunder. Interesting name. Tovolar already. They've got at least one werewolf, maybe 2 copies in the deck that can destroy artifacts and enchantments. This isn't the normal werewolf deck. He's got blue as well. Okay, there goes the Intrepid Adversary finally. But he's going to attack with the Stormseeker. He can't help himself. So that allows us to cast a spell next turn, which will be this one. That's all we can do. He can flip it tonight easy enough just by passing the turn. There's also a werewolf with ward on it. And right now, for a change, we're not getting life. Or we're not getting land. Okay, so I've got to use this on you, so we don't have more of those little guys. And maybe I can wait for 2 more lands to do a board wipe? That's also not a wolf card. So this is kind of misleading. That's a wolf. That's a wolf. That's a planeswalker. You can't do anything against planeswalkers.
I fight for everyone who fears the encroaching night.
Not with what I got here.
Run wild. Run free.
Now this is more like my normal hands where, like I was just talking about, okay, there's 4 lands to 6. I can cast 1 spell there. Maybe I need to change out... Yeah. Touch the Spirit Realm. One of these I can change out with the other enchantment that can exile planeswalkers, that can exile non-land permanents. So that is one more change I'll do.
We'll catch them by surprise.
Second Tovolar. And now he gets the nice little card draw, doesn't he? It's a nice way to fill his hand. Didn't get the land I wanted. So we'll take out Tovolar. That gets rid of his card draw. And that's 1 spell, so it's not nighttime. But I am finally gonna need 1 more land. And not the specialty land.
Attack when they're most vulnerable.
And I will need a creature besides a 0/3 at some point. Okay, he's got Triska Decaphile. He can use her to keep drawing cards because he's got lots of mana. I still need just 1 more land. Oops. Pass. Go ahead and block. I've only got 1 more turn. That was not it. So I finally got finally got some problems with mono. Okay, there's nothing I can do left, is there? Nope. We're done. Alright, so we still got some tweaking to do, but I do like the deck. I do like playing with Meticulous Excavation. And when we draw it earlier, we can get it in play. Let's go in and fix the removal just a tad. And this won't be drastic, but type enchantment. We want and borrow time, because that exiles target non-land permanent. And we can still bring that up. I wonder why they did... I guess they did Touch of the Spirit Realm because they could discard as well. That gives you a little flexibility. But let's split it 2 and 2. And we finally had problems getting enough land out of that 22. But you know what? All the rest of the time we flooded out one time and we lost, and then we didn't get the 5th land that we needed while they had plenty of land. So I think we're going to leave it there for now. But that's... Now we've modified it enough. I'll give you one final look. And maybe it would be better if I had a 4th Wandering Emperor. But I kind of like this one now. So it's something that I might actually hold on to and play with more for a change, as opposed to the original one, the Meticulous Emperor version that we did at first. That was just taking way too long. It was way too boring for me. Alright, we will leave it there. Thanks for joining me. Remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Have a good one.